Hey everyone, today I'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Joker Titan from Arkham Asylum. It says it somewhere. Oh, it says it right here. But I'm pretty sure people just call this Titan Joker. This thing looks huge. It is huge, and it looks really good with all that detail and stuff. But taking a look at the packaging, you see open window displays the figure and also that display stand right there and this card. And massive window, really. On this side, you got another window that says Joker Titan. DC Multiverse right there. It's a heavy box too, heavier than Clayface. On the side, this says Joker Titan, Batman Arkham Asylum. On the back, you got this beautiful product shot right here of the Titan Joker from Arkham Asylum. On the top right here, it says 22 moving parts. The Joker, Batman Arkham Asylum. And on the bottom, you got barcodes and other stuff. Then on the top, another window right here. So let's get this ugly son of a bitch out of its box. Getting this guy out of the package. Oh boy, this is a big figure right here. So freaking huge, and it looks really good as well. Taking a look at that head sculpt. Let's raise the camera so you can see the mohawk. That looks really, really nice. I don't like the side eye at all. I wish he was looking straight at the camera. But it doesn't look that bad, honestly. I like the shading around the eyes. And like the little mouth area right there with those teeth. Look disgusting. Actually, they're kind of pretty. They're pretty white, honestly. But the lips right there look really good. You got like the veins right here with the green because he injected himself with the serum. And then the mohawk has some nice shading on it too, and it is a rubber separate piece. But all the sculpted detail for the skin, that pony nose looks really, really nice. And then going down to the arm here, you have all these like cuts and bruises that he has. Not even bruises, it's just like flat out he's just bleeding all over the place because like I guess like his skin couldn't handle like all of the injection, so he just like his skin just started cutting, like breaking apart and stuff, exposing like blood and like chunks of his body. Look, we got that nice little paint apps right there. You got more of that green going along right there, and on the inside of the arm you got that other cut right there. I don't like how the elbow joints don't match the rest of the skin tone, but it's mostly just the pins that don't match that well. It kind of transitions from darker to whiter in this area, so that's fine, but from right here doesn't really match that well. But then you got these bones right here, his like that stick out of the arm, and that looks super nice and disgusting as well. I don't know if that's just like formed from the serum, or like his elbows couldn't take so like bones just broke out of his arm or something. I don't know, but that looks really, really good with all that blood detail, and the sculpting on the bones look good as well. I didn't think I'd be sitting here talking about how good bones look or how good blood looks. But you got that flesh torn off right there. Looks really nice, like the shading right there. And also the little blood right there on the fingernails. It is, I would say it is the same on this side, but I don't think it is. There's different like paint apps and stuff on this side, and different like sculpting. Yeah, these bones, each arm is different from one another. Let me just, oh yeah, Joker's going mad. But looking at the torso area, that looks really, really nice. I really like how that looks with all the veins and stuff, because with the serum and things, it's like making his veins pop, and then all the torn flesh right here looks really good, especially on this side where it's like most prominent. And then you got more torn flesh down here, which looks really, really nice. I just hit the camera with his hand. Then on the inside, looks really nice as well. And then down at the bottom, you got with the belt, you got the buckle right here in the brown that goes all the way around. It's painted nicely as well. And then you got this nice texture on like the pants, and that looks really good as well, with more torn flesh right there. And then like you got bones sticking out where the knees are. Like I'm guessing like it, like the serum, like his bones didn't grow fully with with how much he grown. But that doesn't really make that much sense anyway. I don't know. But you got some nice torn flesh details on that as well. And then the feet, oh, they look disgusting. These big old feet with those toenails and things. Really gross looking figure, but really detailed. And then raising the camera up again, you got the back of him with this like little like spine, like crocodile like thing, or dragon, I mean, like dragon thing, what dragons would have. All these bones sticking out, and then you got all this green on the back right there, which is, I'm guessing, the serum, obviously. And that is also painted really nicely. I really like how that looks, like how that translates into action figure form. I really like how this guy looks. Taking a look at the Joker's accessories, he comes with the display stand, of course, because every figure comes with a display stand. You don't really need it because he stands up perfectly fine, but if you want to use the display stand for like another figure, like other figures maybe, if you want to, it also comes with the collector card, which I really like. This image right here is the same on the back. It says from Batman Arkham Asylum, Joker's a Titan. And on the back, you got bio right there, real name unknown. Well, I mean, that doesn't really make any sense. It's Joker. It's the Joker. What do you mean real name not unknown? And then you got a bio right there. So, I don't even know what else this guy would really come with anyway. So, I guess the accessories are fine. And measuring this guy out, if I could just get this tape measure here. This guy stands at 11 inches tall to the top of his head, but 12 feet tall. Not 12 feet, my dumbass. A foot. He basically stands at a foot to the top of his hair. So this is a big boy right here. This is kind of hard to get these two in frame without one falling off the display base. Well, here's Titan Joker next to Clayface. And you can see Clayface was a big figure, but not as tall as this guy. And I think, yeah, Clayface is still heavier, but this guy is massive, like really huge. I don't have an Arkham Asylum Batman to compare him to, but I do have the Batman from the Batman movie, and as you can see, the Joker towers over him. Like, this guy is just freaking huge, just so freaking massive. I love the way these two scaled. I love the way it scales with other DC Multiverse figures. Now time to get into articulation, which may be a challenge with all these lights here. But the head can look up, was already looking up as far as it can go right there. And then it can look down that far. You do have some head tilt and rotation right there. There's a ball joint there, so it can rotate around like that. And also you can get some forward and back for butterfly and up and down. Arm can hinge up to about that far right there. You got a double bend at the elbow. I have to lift this guy up to do it, but let me just bend it off camera so I can have some more room here so you can get him like that. And the joint is ugly, unfortunately, so I wish McFarlane would like deal with that. Be nice. You can hinge the hand for out and in, and also you can rotate it. There is a dumbbell joint up here and a ball joint down here, so you can crunch very far. And unfortunately, the sculpt doesn't, like the paint doesn't continue, nor the sculpt up there. I wish it did, but it can go back about that far. It do get some tilt rotation. Leg can kick up about, I think I get it, yeah, a bit higher, about that far, straighten up that knee. Oh, unfortunately, a little smudge right there. Don't know what that is, honestly. I wish that wasn't there, honestly. can go back that far, can go out about that far, and you do got a pretty good thigh rotation, more in than out, which is pretty common with some McFarlane figures, that the thigh can rotate in more than it can out. I'd much rather it rotate out more. But you do get a double bend at the knee, and that actually looks pretty good, except for these things right here. That needs to be fixed. McFarlane fixed that. And also, they have some sculpting right here on the little ball thing. Usually it's like a, I'm trying to see if I have a, well, the other figures I have to compare that ball thing with is on. Let me just get one right quick. As you can see right here with Drown, as you can see the ball right there. Not the best looking type of articulation joint, honestly. But they fixed it right here with these newer figures. And also with the Aquaman, which I do have, which I'll be reviewing soon. But they sculpted it right here on the ball. But that allows you to hinge back, hinge forward, and you can rotate it, and you do get ankle pivot, and also you get a toe bend. So yeah, articulation on this guy. Why I wish he had a bicep rotation. That's something I wish he had. It would be really nice if he had a bicep rotation. I honestly thought he did, but getting him out of the package, I realized that he didn't have a bicep rotation. So I really wish he had a bicep rotation. But the articulation is good nonetheless. So overall, my thoughts on this Joker figure, absolutely fucking amazing. I really love this figure. Honestly, at first I didn't want to buy this thing because I was like, I'm never gonna have an Arkham Asylum display. Why would I even need this? But I saw him in Target recently, and honestly I was in the buying mood, so there was nothing else for me to get. So I ended up I was like, yeah, fuck it, just picking them up. And I decided to pick them up, and everyone was like looking at me like, wow, that thing looks absolutely disgusting. And some people was like, oh, that's so cool. But yeah, I really love this figure. I really like the detail. Is really nice. The articulation is, I wish he had a bicep rotation, honestly. And also those joints are kind of ugly right there. So McFarlane, please get on that. You already fixed it with the ankles. Fix it with the elbows. Come on now. Those look super ugly. Really don't like those. But yeah, the details and stuff look really nice, and I'm surprised. And I wanted to get him in a better pose, but the display stand is way too small for what I had in mind. So I just put him in this pose. I still think it looks pretty good, but I think the pose that I had at first was better. But I really love this action figure. Really love it. So overall, I really wish he had bicep rotations, but still, again, I really love this figure. I really want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I'm just gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10 because I really wish I had bicep rotation. I really wish that. And also the sculpting right there needs more sculpting right there, at least something to make that look not as ugly and not as action figure-y, because it makes it look like more of a, it just makes it look really weird on. Oh, I just hit him. It just makes him look really weird. But anyway, that's it for this review. I'll see you next time. Bye.